Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Stomer here. We got to talk about potentially another serious situation for the Himalaya Everest region shaping up. You might remember the last one where all those trekkers got stuck in feet of snow. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So you're looking at infrared satellite right here, and that is the cyclone. That is Cyclone Montha, and it's just now making landfall on the Indian coast. And you can see the brighter cloud tops. The really bright colors represent the higher cloud tops, the colder cloud tops. That's where the action is. And so Montha is going to take a right-hand turn. And guess what it's going to do? Exactly what the last one did. It's going to move up and slam into the Himalayan region. That Everest region, a lot of the trekking routes. There are some people over there climbing some of the sub peaks, like Ama Dablam, Mera Peak. I've got a friend who's over there who will be attempting Mera Peak, and so I've been keeping him updated on the weather forecast over there and what to expect and when the summit window might come. But it's not going to come until after this thing clears, and the avalanche danger, of course, the risk after this is going to be significant. So let's dive into this. Here is Cyclone Montha. This is integrated vapor transport. I've circled the storm. You can see the rotation. I've got the streamlines on here. So IVT, integrated vapor transport, looks at that horizontal transport of atmospheric moisture. And so where you see those pinks, that's way up here on the scale. So we're almost off the scale as far as atmospheric moisture. And guess what it's going to do? Yep, there's that right-hand turn. It's basically going to follow those streamlines. Let me show you the animation. Okay, so watch it. There it comes on shore. It weakens, but it carries that moisture with it. You can see the reds that it carries right up into Kathmandu, and a lot of the foothill locations, the lower elevations, are going to get heavy rain, potential flash flooding, and then above probably 16,000 feet, that's where we're going to see the snow. And the timing for the Himalaya, the biggest surge or lion's share of precip is going to be 1030 through 1031, especially on 1031. That's when most of this is going to come through, and then it will turn drier probably by the afternoon of 11/1, somewhere right in that time frame. All right, here's the moisture. So you're looking at precipitation. The green is obviously precipitation, that's rain. The deep greens, that's the heaviest rain potential. And when you look at this, and you can see that storm right there, it moves right up into the Himalaya. You're looking at 900% of normal precipitation. That's the potential with this. I mean, that's well over 10 standard deviations above the norm. So that's what you typically find when these cyclones come off the Bay of Bengal. They are just loaded with moisture. And then if sometimes they get the right trajectory, they can move into the Himalaya. All right, looking at total precipitation zoomed into Nepal here. So there's the Himalayan range right here. And then you've got the lower elevations down here. That's all going to be rain. But this is total precipitation as if everything fell as rain, and then you have to convert it over to snow. But this is all going to be snow up in here. I'll show you that in a second. This is all going to be rain. And you see that deep purple right there? That deep purple is right up here at the very top of the scale. So this is all in millimeters. So when we talk about millimeters, up here at the very top of the scale, 500 millimeters is roughly equal to 20 inches of rainfall. We could have 20 inches of rain down here at some of the lower elevations below 15,000 feet. That could be significant rain and flash flooding. Let me show you what the snow could potentially look like. Now, this is as if it all fell as snow, but this is a 10-to-1 ratio. And keep in mind the key level here with this is going to be above 16,000 feet. That's kind of the rain snow line. Now it's going to wobble around a little bit, or 4,900 meters. But above 16,000, so there's the Everest region right there. So again, you've got Mera Peak, you've got Ama Dablam, Island Peak, a lot of other peaks in there that are above 16,000. And I mean, you're looking at, and this is just a 10-to-1 ratio, but look at the scale up here. Let me clear that off so you can see it. Again, this is in centimeters, but this is easily putting down 2 feet of snow above 16,000. That's at a minimum, at a 10-to-1 ratio. In many cases, we're talking about higher ratios than this, which means it's going to be more than 2 feet. For example, let me take you into a specific forecast for Ama Dablam. So this is accumulated precipitation, as if everything fell as rain on Ama Dablam. Just watch this deep black line. Look at it right here. Okay, so what does that actually correspond to? This is a plume. That corresponds to about 4 inches of liquid. Guys, 4 inches of liquid, even at 10-to-1, is 40 inches of snow. That's over 3 feet on Ama Dablam above 16,000. So, I mean, we're talking at potentially 2 feet or more of snow accumulation, as low as 16,000 on some of the trekking routes, some of the high peaks. If there's climbers over there, if you know anybody, you better tell them about this. And again, the timing is 10:30 through 10:31. Now, most guiding companies have meteorologists working for them. I know because I do it all the time. I work for a lot of these places. They had better tell their clients that this is coming, because we saw what happened with the last one. We don't want to get caught off guard with this one. This one's coming, 10:30 to 10:31. Of course, we're still talking about, 2-3 days from now, so there could be some shifting and some changing, but the potential is there. The risk level is there. Guys, thanks for tuning in here. I always appreciate it. Take care and have a great day.